Welcome to Coffee and Conversation for ESL Listening. I'm Donielle.
And I'm Khrystyna. So grab a cup and join the conversation.
I kind of had a little brain
fog.
Something. I was going to say brain fart, but I got to think of a better way to say that. I had a little brain slip there.
Where you'll have a brain toot.
Anyway, I'm back. Here I am. And here you are.
Yes. It's good to be back.
And we are back after not too long because we are ready for part 2 of an episode.
Right. And it's kind of fitting because almost at the same time, we both went on vacation.
Yeah.
2 different parts of the world, but same time.
Yeah, definitely different parts of the world. But yeah, it's summertime and you got to get out there and do stuff. I mean, I know you work at a school, so summer is going to be the time you're going to go out. You're saying no? That's not the time to go out?
No, actually, summer is one of the busiest times for me.
Oh, when do they give you a break over there?
Between Christmas and New Year's.
So like 6 days is what you're telling me.
Well, I mean, I get vacation time, so I can technically take vacation anytime I want. The college is closed between Christmas and New Year, so everybody gets a break. But summer, a lot of people think, oh, summer.
Yeah.
But we're extremely busy in the college, and especially in my program, because we have some classes are just ending, some are starting, then the other ones are starting. Then there's a lot of reporting I have to do because of my job, planning for next year. So it's a lot. Like summer, I feel like probably busier than any other time of year.
Oh my gosh. And then you don't even get a chance. When you go on vacation, you can't stop yourself from checking your email 15 times a day. So I've been told.
Well, I'm trying to be better. I'm trying.
You need to just check out, right?
I do. I feel like maybe if I just go on vacation somewhere where there is absolutely no internet.
I don't know where you're going to find that place because that's going to be a little bit of a difficulty, I think.
Mountain Everest, maybe? I don't know. Somewhere in the middle of Amazon jungle. I don't know. I mean, Antarctica? Well, they probably have Wi-Fi there too somewhere.
Yeah. I don't know. I think you just got to train yourself to shut it off. I'm on vacation. Put on that out of the office message. Get back to you when I get back to you.
Or as we call it, OOO.
Yes. Ooh. Out of office.
Ooh.
All right. So anyway, okay. Most people who work in schools and colleges think summer is a good time for vacation. And I am often traveling with people who have kids in school. So summer becomes a good time to travel.
Yeah.
So shall we talk about my trip?
Yes.
Because we talked about your trip last time. It's a little bit of a refresher. If you didn't listen to that, we heard all about Khrystyna's trip to San Francisco, which sounded so fun. I have been there a long time ago, highly recommended, and definitely want to go back soon.
You absolutely should.
Yes.
But
yes,
you didn't stay in the United States, right? You decided go to a whole different world out there.
Well, if you think back to, I think probably episode 2 of our podcast, if I remember correctly, and probably several times since then, I've talked about how much I want to go to Italy.
Yes. Yeah.
And so I would like to say that this was the dream come true because it didn't quite scratch the Italy itch because we didn't get to stay as long as I would have liked.
Oh.
That's the only thing. Because the reason we went to Italy in the first place was because we were going to take a Mediterranean cruise.
Oh, that sounds lovely. Oh,
yes. And it left from Italy and it ended in Italy as well. So we spent a few days, but certainly not enough time.
Mm-hmm. So tell me, how long did you spend there? What did you see? Which cities and towns did you go to?
Okay, so when we arrived, we flew into Rome, and then we were a little bit disorganized, shall I say. We kept changing our minds back and forth before we actually left. And finally, we decided, even though we didn't have a lot of time in Italy, we wanted to at least see one other place besides Rome.
Okay.
So, last minute, we decided we would book a train from Rome to Firenze, to Florence,
Okay.
and spend a day there, and then come right back to Rome the next day. So it was a little bit of a rush, but I'm really glad we did because it was great to see Florence. It was beautiful.
Was it?
Yeah, yeah. I have to start first by saying that one thing about the US, we definitely cannot compete with Europe when it comes to the trains. And it is a
Oh,
sad thing that we don't have a train system like they do there because it's just wonderful. You can go from city to city very easily, very quickly. And I kept thinking, wow, this would be so nice if we could do this in the United States, you know?
yeah, especially that distance here is just so much farther usually from one city to another. So having a high-speed rail, I think it would be super beneficial and convenient.
Yes, it would be great.
Ah,
Yeah, but it was so funny because we were all a little bit stressed because we had to transfer the train in a downtown Rome
mhm.
station. And there was just a sea of people as we got off of one train. And there were 11 of us in the group. And so a couple of them accidentally got pushed with the crowd to the exit
Oh
instead of
no.
staying inside to make our connection. So, long story short, they struggled to get back in. We almost missed our train. We were sweating. And here we were, 11 people, Americans, looking all confused and lost and don't know what we're doing. Trying to find our seat, and everyone was trying to help us out, and they were very nice about it, but we just felt like such fools.
Oh my gosh. It's like a scene out of a movie.
It was so bad, and I thought to myself, wow, we are really starting this off well. But anyway, after about 90-minute train ride, we made it to
Wow.
Florence, and it was easy peasy.
That's really quick. Like, how far is Florence from Rome?
That's a good question. I really don't know. I only
I
know that it was a
wonder.
90-minute ride. Yeah, yeah.
That's great.
Smooth, easy. Everything was great. And we get there and we had to take all our luggage through these narrow cobblestone streets. So we had some moments there, a couple meltdowns on the way. By meltdowns, I mean people getting very upset
Right, right.
because it was hot and we were struggling. But anyway, we had a great place to stay right in the heart of everything. We went to see the famous David.
Oh, wonderful. Oh,
Yeah. And we did something that you'll probably be surprised that I did. I don't know, you may not be. So we went to one of the cathedrals and there was an option to walk up these 480 some steps to the Duomo, the dome. And we did that. We walked up there.
you
It
mean
was-
you set your
Yeah.
foot into a church
Yes, I did.
and didn't go up in flames or anything like that?
No,
Okay.
no, it did not.
That's really cool. But you know what? That's the thing about European cathedrals and churches. A lot of it is not even about the religion and all that, but just the art, the architecture.
Oh, yeah. So
gorgeous.
beautiful.
Ah,
Beautiful.
I'm glad you did it.
Yeah. So you're like, glad you did it. I'll be staying on the ground level. Thank you very much.
400 steps.
Oh, more than that. It was like 480 something. It was crazy.
And you climbed them in one day.
Yeah. It took about maybe almost a half an hour. It took some time.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and I probably shouldn't tell this story, but I will. So, like I said, it was a group of us, about 11 of us. Well, no, not everybody went. So it was like maybe 9 of us that went. And there were these 2 kids and they get a little bit nauseous.
Oh,
I had heard the story that they have a little bit of trouble. And I didn't realize how much I should be worried about this because they made it up and down fine. But about a half an hour later, one of them threw up. And I thought, oh no, this just would have been, I don't even know what I would have done if this had happened on the stairs going up. But
Oh
no,
my
everything was fine.
so just going up and down the stairs made them nauseous?
I don't know. I think anything makes them nauseous, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
It's good. Well, we were talking before about getting seasick and things like
Hmm.
that,
Yeah.
and how I put the patch behind my ear, and that really helps with being seasick and or just any kind of motion sickness. So I gave their mom a bunch of those patches. I'm like, here, please. Anytime you do anything, put this on them.
Anytime they leave the house, put this. Just,
Yeah.
oh, poor guys.
It became a problem later on too when we drove
Oh,
to the Amalfi Coast and there's all these mountains and you're kind of like circling. And so, yeah,
oh, that sounds wonderful.
but it was beautiful.
So, how does the cruise come into this? Mediterranean cruise part.
Okay, yeah. So we didn't quite get there yet. So, like I said, we went to Florence and then we took the train back to Rome and then we stayed another couple of days. So we saw the Vatican, the Sistine Chapel, all that kind of stuff.
That sounds wonderful.
Yeah, just gorgeous. And the funny thing is, there's just so much history and art and just gorgeous, gorgeous stuff there that by the time you do this long, long, long walk, it takes a long, long time to get to the actual Sistine Chapel. You go through all these other halls and just so many beautiful exhibits and everything. You've already taken in so much art that you're kind of like, oh, okay, there it is.
Right, you kind of become underwhelmed, right? It doesn't have the same
Yeah.
effect as it's supposed to.
Yeah,
As
I mean,
people always talk about it.
it was beautiful, but it was like, there was just so much. There's just so much in Rome and Italy in general. It was just
Yeah, I can see
so
that.
different than what we're used to here.
So cool.
So yeah, so then and of course let's talk a minute about some food.
I was gonna ask you. I was like, okay, do I ask now? Do I just wait until like have a separate episode about just food in Italy?
Oh yeah, we could probably do that too. But no, food was amazing. I had some delicious pizzas, some pasta, of course, handmade, these delicious flavors because I don't eat meat.
Right.
So I thought, I don't know what I'm really going to eat, but I love pesto. So I was hoping I'd find some good pesto. And they had these different varieties of pesto with like mint and pistachio. I had no idea how big pistachio was in Italy.
Gosh, and that's interesting. And I wonder if it's a recent thing because pistachio has kind of become a trend here, right? In the United States. I feel like there's a lot more pistachio. I mean, it's a huge thing of Middle Eastern culture.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know. It's hard to say because I know that Dubai chocolate thing became such a huge, crazy, crazy trend.
Which we got to talk about that too.
Yeah. And everybody's trying to put pistachio and chocolate and everything now.
Right, because the nut that I associate Europe with is a hazelnut. Because I feel like everywhere in Europe that I went to or had friends or anybody, it's always about hazelnut, something with the hazelnut flavor. So hearing that pistachio is so popular there, I am almost wondering if it's a more recent thing.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I know that Nutella, that hazelnut chocolate spread, is super popular there. At least it certainly was. I have an Italian student, and she's always talking about Nutella. So, but yeah, I didn't really see a lot of hazelnuts, but definitely a lot of pistachio action.
So we're going to divert a little bit here. Have you tried Dubai chocolate?
Well, the real Dubai chocolate thing you can only get in that one place. Of course, you'll never get it.
Right.
I have tried variations of that kind of thing. I didn't really love it. And I'm surprised because I love pistachio and I love chocolate. And I don't know if it was just what I ate didn't really do it for me.
Okay.
You're looking surprised.
I am. Well, I tried Dubai chocolate, obviously not from that place. But that was kind of funny because actually the place I tried Dubai chocolate was in San Francisco. Because I saw it there and I've been talking to my husband about it. And I said, I really want to try this Dubai chocolate. It's everywhere.
And it's so expensive.
It's extremely expensive. And Trader Joe's was supposed to have them. I saw somewhere online that Trader Joe was selling them. And I was like, can we just stop? San Francisco will have it, right? So we stopped and of course they didn't have it. And I was like, well, that's fine. And literally on the way out of, like we were at the airport, San Francisco airport. And we were waiting to board. And my husband went to go get a snack for our son at one of the places there. And he comes back with a bar of Belgian chocolate, Dubai chocolate like it had a Belgian chocolate coating,
Yeah.
but the Dubai chocolate bar. And I was like, oh my gosh, I don't even want to know how much you paid for it, but just the fact that he saw it and remembered that I
So
really wanted to
sweet.
try it. Yes,
Yeah.
I loved it. We both liked it. My husband and I both were like, well, let's have a little piece now and then save it for later. But I
Yeah.
liked it. I like that little crunchy knauf or whatever they call it, that stuff.
Yes, yes. Well, I think I didn't have
Oh,
the right thing, honestly.
could be.
I didn't
But
actually
it's
get
real
the
good.
chocolate bar. I got a different it's a
Variation.
cookie and I don't know, something
Okay.
else, but it didn't really get it for me. I was surprised too, because like I said, I love all that stuff. So I
Yes.
was sure I would love it.
We'll have to fix this mistake for you
Yeah.
sometime.
Yeah, I'm sure we will.
All right. So pastas, pizza. I'm sure you had eggplant, right? That's pretty popular, or any sort of vegetables.
I'm not a
No?
fan of eggplant, so I did not have that. Yeah,
Oh my
not a
gosh.
fan. I know.
Come on. Come
I
on.
know. I mean, there are very few vegetables that I don't like, and that would be the one.
That's why I'm surprised to hear that.
Yeah.
So does it taste very different from how it is here?
Yeah, I would say
Okay.
so. Definitely. And just the different flavors that you don't get here. You know, I can assure you they're not putting pineapple on any pizzas over there.
Or barbecue chicken?
No. And they're just horrified at the thought.
So did you get a chance to see what are the traditional pizza toppings there?
You know what? I really couldn't even tell you because I was just zoning in on whatever I could eat.
Okay.
One thing that we did get that was pretty interesting. Now I got to think of the name of cacio e pepe. Is that right? Cacio e
Oh.
pepe. I think that's what it is. The cheese with pepper pasta. It's real
Okay.
simple. Well, they also had that on a pizza, which is basically like a cheese pizza, but it's got like that flavor of cheese and then the pepper and all of that kind of stuff.
Oh.
So that was really good. Some of them had like arugula and stuff like that on top of it, like fresh
Like the
lettuce.
green.
And we would never do that for a pizza here.
Right,
But
right. That makes
yeah.
sense. Well, you had to try gelato though there, right?
Did I? And I had to make sure I got a good sampling of the offerings.
Yes.
I didn't want to make my decision based on just one, you know.
Well, I mean, that would be unwise.
It would be. Oh, but there was this one place in particular. We were walking back towards our Airbnb or whatever in Rome, and we saw this long line out into the street, and there was a sign that said, voted top 10 of I don't know what, if it was the city or the region. I didn't know what it was. So we're like, well, I mean, for scientific purposes, we need to find out, right? So we stood in this long line and they had all kinds of kind of odd flavorings. So it took us, well, basically the entire time we were standing in this line because it was long to try to figure out what are we going to order. Because it was just so unique, the combinations. So we finally settled on our choices. Oh my gosh, it was delicious. Yeah.
What did you get?
I don't even remember now. It was, I think it was like a caramel and nuts. And I don't even, because I think I got like two different flavors. The flavor, I couldn't even tell you what it was, but it was delicious and so creamy. And when we went back, because my husband wasn't with me at the time, and I said, oh, we got to go get some gelato there. You got to taste it. But we never made it back over to that place.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Oh, darn it. Oh,
But anyway. Okay, so we did that. And I realized we're like 20 minutes into this and I haven't left Rome yet. So after that, we went to our cruise and it was a 7-day Mediterranean cruise. So we had stops in Santorini, Greece.
That sounds wonderful.
Kushadaza, Turkey. I had to try to figure out how to say that because I couldn't remember. I'm sure I said it wrong. And then Mykonos, Greece.
Okay.
And then Naples, Italy. So from each one of those places, we got a private tour guide because we were 12 people at that point.
Okay.
So it just made sense to get a big van.
Where did you pick up another person?
Oh, yeah, I did say 11. Ah, someone's paying attention.
I was like, okay, they started at 11, the room, and now they're suddenly it's like, did you just pick somebody off the street? Like, hey, go join our group.
Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, well, at least I know you're listening to my story. It was a test.
Nice.
So my friend, her husband had just started a new job, so he was not able to join us for the entire trip. So he only came for the cruise.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
So when you stopped in those cities along the cruise, you said you had a tour guide. How long were you able to actually spend in each city?
Well, they all varied. So most of them were like around 6 hours or something like that. But the best one was Naples because it was like 9 hours. So we were able to go to the Amalfi Coast.
Oh, that sounds heavenly.
Gorgeous, really gorgeous. And the same day, because it's not close, we went to Pompeii.
Oh my gosh, no way.
Yes. It was really cool. Really, really cool. Blistering hot outside, but it was worth it.
I just need to talk to you about Pompeii alone. Oh, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, it was really cool. Really nice. It's huge and they're still excavating. Who knows what they're going to find next? It's amazing.
I just read recently that there's another finding that was there in Pompeii, that there's something else they figured out now and discovered.
Yeah. Yeah. And they showed us this section that's to be excavated. And it's like, who knows what's under that,
Oh my gosh.
So it's just the gift that keeps on giving.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow, that's fantastic.
It's really cool. And it's amazing to see because they did this artwork and stuff on the walls and you can see the colors still quite clear. It's like it's been buried so many years and they were able to uncover it. And then there's a lot of things that were obviously broken and they reconstructed it. And then they, for places that were missing, they replaced it, but they made it look so good.
And it's just fascinating how well it preserved all that stuff. Oh my gosh.
It was really cool. And just how you learn about the culture at that time. And there's some crazy stories that I can't even get into on this podcast here because it's too crazy. Yeah. About Pompeii. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. But it's really cool.
So when you went to these cities during the cruise, did you feel like you were just hitting mostly touristy places? There are like a lot of people. And did you get a chance to see anything off the beaten path?
It's kind of hard to do that really when you are limited in time. But the cool thing is having those tour guides because they can take you around and show you something that you might not see otherwise. And it's just good to kind of maximize your time to be able to see as much as possible. So certainly if I were spending more time there, I would want to go off the beaten path. That's a good phrase. Off the beaten path means, not where everybody goes. Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool. So what about Greece and Turkey? Was there anything there that you really enjoyed seeing?
So Turkey, we had a really great tour guide. Oh, in fact, I need to rate him still because he was really good. So when we were preparing for the trip and looking at all the excursions from the ship, and for Turkey, everything was taking you to this Turkish rug factory. And we're like, why do I want to see a Turkish rug factory?
Because it's cool.
It just seemed a little bit weird. Like, why were they insisting on this? Because every single one of them, you go to a Turkish rug factory. You're like, okay, that's weird. I don't want to do that. So we got this private guy and you could just pretty much do whatever you wanted to do. And so he says, okay, well, we've got you for this amount of time. We're going to have lunch and I got some things for you to do and see. But I would like to suggest one thing and feel free to say no if you don't want to. But let me tell you a little bit of history about our Turkish rug factory.
I could just see where that was going.
Yeah. But the thing is, when he started talking about how it related to the history and how it was kind of a lost art and they were reviving it by getting these people from the villages, hiring these women, bringing them in, teaching them how to make these rugs in the factory and then sending them back. I mean, it was a really cool story. We're like, oh, okay, that is kind of interesting. So we're like, all right, yeah, sure, let's go check out this rug factory, right? And
so you did?
Oh, yeah. So he says, But I want you to know they're going to show you a lot of beautiful rugs. You don't have to feel that you're obligated to buy any rugs or anything. And I said, oh, don't worry about that because I can't fit that in my suitcase or anything. So I'm not going to buy anything.
Okay, I have a question. Can I
Yes.
see your rug?
Yeah. So anyway, he says, yeah, don't worry about that because they will ship it to you free of charge anywhere in the world.
Course.
And I said, of course they will. And I was like, yeah, whatever, man. Whatever. These rugs are amazing.
I could totally 100%
Gorgeous.
believe that.
Gorgeous. And one right after another, like, oh, you like blue? Here's 15 different blue patterns and this and that. Green? Oh, okay. There was one that was solid gray. It was only gray, but just different shades of gray. It was gorgeous.
Oh my gosh. How many shades of gray?
Not 50, that's for sure. That's hilarious. Yeah.
Oh,
So, of course, we all ended up with rugs. I mean, I was like, man, we are some suckers over here.
so when is it arriving?
Well, my friends got their rugs already, but
Wow.
for some reason I don't have mine yet, but I did get a text from the guy from the factory and he said it's probably going to be like another week.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I can't wait to see it. I mean, once you said about the rug factory, and Ukraine is a lot closer to Turkey, and Turkish rugs were always highly regarded goods, right? If
Yeah.
somebody has a either Turkish or Persian rug, that was a big deal. So
Yeah.
they're usually good quality, but they are beautiful.
Yeah, so beautiful. And, okay, it was a little expensive, but when you think about how much a rug is here and it's a junky rug you're going to throw away, he said, you're going to be passing this down generations.
Exactly. And just think of it. You have a little piece of history in your house.
Yeah.
Because it's a big deal for Turkish culture. Just the meaning of it is so cool.
Yeah, we just didn't really get that at the time, but then when we saw them in action, we saw them making it. I mean, it's just fascinating to see how fast they can do it. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Anyway, so that was Turkey. That was my rug. Greece. We didn't do a whole lot in Greece. Those were kind of shorter days. We did go to the beach one day. It was really cool because it was a black sand beach.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I had some Greek food, delicious, of course. And it was a restaurant on the beach. So we were sitting there eating, and then all these cats came up. And so, yeah, they were so cute. And we were feeding the cats.
Oh, that's cute.
And it was super hot there every day. But yeah, those are kind of the highlights, I would say.
Hey, sounds pretty awesome to me.
Oh, it was great. Yeah.
Wonderful. That's wonderful.
Yeah. So, yeah, like I said, this did not scratch the Italy itch, though, for sure. So I need to go back.
Yeah, you're going back.
The girls and I were talking about a girls' trip to Italy. You want in on that action?
I would absolutely love to, but I am afraid my husband would get really upset if I go without him. We were just talking the other day about traveling and how some people, and like you go on girls' trips, but you also travel a lot with your husband and their families. But we're just talking about a friend of ours who, she always posts these pictures about these outings or these trips, and it's always her and her friends and not her husband. And I know that her husband just doesn't like to travel as much. He's not a big traveling.
It happens.
Right. And my husband goes, man, I love traveling with you guys. It's fun. We get to do all these things. Why wouldn't I want to go with you?
I couldn't imagine not wanting to go.
Right.
A lot of people are like that too. Like, people who don't even have a passport. And you're like, what?
I know. I was like, seriously. So at that moment, I was like, well, that's so sweet that he likes to travel with me and all that. But then I'm like, well, there goes my girl trips.
You'll just have to go somewhere that he doesn't really care about. I mean, I don't know where that would be, but
I'll have to try some girly place, I guess.
Yeah, like a spa weekend or something. I'd be like, see you later. I don't care about spa weekends.
I know, me neither.
I just want to go and do stuff.
That's the thing. I'm not even a person who will just sit on the beach all day.
Oh, I can't stand it. 2 hours is too much. That's it. I gotta go.
Yeah, I want to go and see things. and
Mhm.
try things and talk to people and learn about things. I can't just
Yes.
sit there and, stare at the water for an hour or two. It's fine, but nah,
Yeah.
nah,
2 hours is my
it's
max.
too, yeah,
Mm-mm.
yeah.
Nope.
So,
So, all right. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed my stories of travels. And again, I will invite y'all to let us know about your place, wherever you live. Where is a must see place? Where should we visit next?
right. For a second, I thought you were going to say, I invite you all to see my new Turkish rug, but you went the other direction there. Ah,
Maybe I'll include a picture of it in the show notes.
that would be awesome.
Yeah. All right. Well, this was a lot of fun.
Yes.
Until next time, here's to good coffee, good vibes, and great conversations.
Cheers.
Cheers.